A smart home hub is a powerful thing when used the right way, but not everyone's got the time or the technical know-how to work with them. So if you've been looking for some simple solutions to smarten up your home, I'm going to show you a number of great ways to do that with smart home tech that doesn't require a hub. Let's give her. Hello Automators, thanks for tuning in again. I'm Brian from Automate Your Life and I'm here to save you time and money on your journey to live smarter. Today we're going to do that by showing you some of the most innovative products that can really smarten up your home without a hub. I'll be pulling from a vast amount of products that we've worked with over the last 5 years on our channel. But let's start with the mighty thermostat. There are a ton of smart thermostats out there that don't require a smart home hub. I've tested units from Ecobee, Honeywell, Wyze, and Nest. Google moved ahead of a lot of companies with their latest 4th generation of the Nest learning thermostat. Not only does it look incredible and packs a ton of automated features for managing the temperature in your home, but it's also Matter compatible, which means you can bring it into platforms like Apple HomeKit, Amazon, or Samsung SmartThings for extra automation options. That's on top of it working natively with the Google Home app and the new Google Gemini voice assistant, which we just showed on this channel is taking over smart home voice control for Google. This is one of the biggest opportunities for people who are just getting into a smart home now. There are a lot of Wi-Fi smart bulbs that don't require a hub, but honestly, what's the point without some features beyond colors and dimming? There's one company that has added something to their lights that really changes how you can use them. Wiz has embedded presence detection technology into some of their bulbs and lights. Those therefore know someone is in the room. Now what they're sensing is if someone is disrupting the Wi-Fi signal between their lights. So yes, you'll need multiple in a space, but since they can tell when you're in the room, you can automate them to turn on automatically when you enter. Additionally, you can schedule them, control them with their app, voice assistants, and they have a lot of great effects that synchronize all of your Wiz lighting together. They are feature rich, but that presence detection feature makes them truly unique. Presence sensors are great for home automation. They can detect when you're in a room, even when you're not moving, and some can even detect what part of the room you're in. The Aqara FP2 presence sensor is one of these. It connects through Wi-Fi and the Aqara app, which allows you to make a map of the room it's in. Then you can section off the room into different areas and you can create automations based off of that. Now this sensor can get into Google Home and Amazon, and if you do feel like getting a hub from Aqara, you can do even more. But when you bring it into another app, you can automate all kinds of things when someone is in one of those areas. In fact, you can run an automation as soon as someone enters the area and as soon as someone leaves. This is so powerful, and I haven't even touched on the features it has kind of hidden behind the scenes, like fault detection. In case you can't tell, I kind of love smart lighting, but I really love smart lighting that adds something I could never do before. If you've never heard of Govee's Dream View, then you're really missing out. Now, just about every product you buy from this company works with their Dream View feature. It allows you to combine products together to create incredible whole room or even whole home effects. All of their products connect through Wi-Fi and their app, and you just have to set up a Dream View after that. Their gaming AI sync box, which is getting a new version in 2025, allows you to have synchronized effects when you're playing games based on what's happening on the screen. In fact, you can have specialized effects play with certain games when you do certain things like, well, die. Now the same thing happens with their TV backlights. Those have a little camera that sits on top or underneath your TV, and then that faces the screen and causes the light strip that you get with that product to change. This lets you mimic what's on screen, but again, if you combine either of those products with other Govee gear, you can have your whole room mimicking what's happening on your screen. In fact, each light can mimic certain parts of the screen. Now, they also have dream view effects for things like Christmas lights, as well as music playing effects that synchronize them to all the sound in your home. And all of this is done without a hub. This next one hasn't even come out yet, but I guarantee it's going to be a big hit. Now, here's a smart fan from a company called Drio. It connects to my home's Wi-Fi and it looks amazing, and it is just a plain old great fan. In fact, this is the product we sell the most through affiliate links on our channel, at least over the last 2 years. But in 2025, Drio is releasing a new version called the Polyfan 707S. What they've done with that one is very special because they've included a presence sensor on it. That means this fan can turn on when you're in the room and turn off when you're not. Even more exciting is that it can follow you around the room. So as you're moving about, you're covered and cool. All of this is going to be done inside of Drio's app, and those automations do not require a hub. We just talked about one of the best fans coming this year, and we had talked about that product in a video called The Best Smart Home Products Coming in 2025. Now, we just released that video. You can check it out in the links in the description below, because there's a lot of neat stuff coming this year. But as we are thanking our channel members who make videos like this possible every week, I'd like to ask you what you have found as one of the best smart home products that didn't require a hub. Let me know in the comments below. Maybe it's your video doorbell, your security camera, a robot vacuum, or even a smart door lock. So I'd love to hear what has worked for you without a hub. A lot of people start buying smart tech because they want a video doorbell. It's like the gateway drug of smart tech, and companies know this, so they often add in subscriptions as well as tie a lot of the best features to other products they sell. This turns buying a video doorbell into a minefield. But here are a couple options that are made by companies that work with Amazon, Google, and in certain cases, Apple, all without that hub or a subscription. In 2024, I reviewed TP-Link's Tapo D210 and D225 video doorbells. They're extremely inexpensive, come with their own chimes, can work with your existing doorbell chime in the case of one of them, and can connect to Amazon speakers for the same features. You can run a lot of automations off of these, and the video feeds as well as motion and person detection features have been really good for me. Aqara's video doorbell G4 is admittedly a little tied into their app because that company produces a lot of smart home gear. But this doorbell does a lot of different types of detection, it does it well, and it comes with a chime that has an SD card slot in it. That chime sits inside of your home and takes the recording. So if you're stop it. If your doorbell ever got broken or stolen, you would still have the recordings. It can work with a ton of other smart home platforms, and there are features like custom ringtones that you can upload to the chime. Even more exciting is that the G4 will have a new version come out in 2025. It'll have 2K resolution as well as be a smart home hub itself. I just finished talking about video doorbells that don't require a subscription and that can work with a lot of apps, and we're fairly free that way. But I'm going to talk about the exact opposite right now. In fact, this brand requires you to use their app. They won't work with most smart home hubs or other apps available today, and you're pretty much stuck using their products if you want to do anything. This is why a lot of people avoid Ring, but there's a flip side to paying a little monthly fee and buying their gear together, and it's very powerful. Now, first off, Ring doorbells and cameras are dirt simple to install, set up, and then to configure. Even if you need to find a friend with a drill and a ladder, you'll be able to understand all the settings in the app. The subscriptions are easy to understand too, and you can cover multiple cameras with a single subscription. That'll get your recordings instantly sent to the cloud. You'll be able to retrieve them easily and for a long time, and you get good, rich notifications, plus the ability to talk to people on the other side of your doorbell or camera. One feature that gets me, and I don't get why other companies haven't implemented this. When you have 2 or more Ring cameras or a doorbell, you can use one of them to trigger the other cameras to start a recording immediately. This means you capture a single event from multiple angles, and it also means that someone who's trying to kind of hide their face is probably going to get caught. You're also guaranteed to get good recordings that start early enough when you do this. So it's such a powerful feature. And of course, it doesn't require a hub. There are some smart home brands out there that build their gear specifically to work without a hub. I'm going to point out a couple of solutions that are really powerful. TP-Link, Tapo, Casa, or whatever brand you see their products under make exclusively Wi-Fi connected smart home products. They have pretty good cameras, and we've already talked about their doorbells. They have smart bulbs, switches, and plugs. And in fact, the smart plugs are some of the best small form factor ones out there today. And they were released years ago, but my favorite product from them has been the Casa Power Strips. These have worked in multiple apps for many years and have been incredibly reliable. It's easy to schedule them and automate whatever I've plugged into them with a number of apps. They also just kind of look nicer than a lot of the other smart power strips out there today. So that's been my favorite product from that company for a long time. There's not a lot of content creators that have worked with a brand called YoLink. They use a very different wireless communication technology on their products. That technology is called LoRa, and it's almost exclusively used for smart city tech. That's because that signal can travel so much further than any of the other technologies we're using in smart homes today. But they have one feature that is so important. And in fact, this one feature can eliminate the need for you to even have their app on your phone. So not only do you not need their hub, you don't even need a phone. If you didn't need a phone or a hub or the internet or even Wi-Fi to protect your home from water leaks, that'd be pretty powerful, wouldn't it? And you can do that with YoLink. They have valve actuators that you can install over your existing hand valve in your home, and they have leak sensors that you can place all over your home in the spots where you could someday have a water leak. Then you can pair those leak sensors to the actuator, and as soon as one of those sensors has a little water on it, your water valve will close. YoLink now has options for battery powering the actuator, and their sensors last for around 5 years on battery power. It's essentially a set and forget water protection system, and they've been perfecting it for years now. Now things look a little different than what I've been able to show you today because they've done a number of upgrades, and they have a number of different actuators that'll fit your home. So working with smart home tech that doesn't require a hub can be surprisingly effective and painless. You check out all the links down below in the description to the different products you saw today. But if you're looking for some more information about what we talked about, well, I put together a playlist of everything you saw today, so you can see the reviews and the demonstrations and make the best decision for you and your home. Check them out right there. Otherwise, thanks for watching today, and of course, live smart.